Hey folks, it's me, it's Mysterious JJ. Let's get back to Let's Play Lufia 2 Rise of the Sinistrals. I've mentioned before that I'm, now that I can do PS2 emulation and PS1 emulation, a bunch of new RPGs are available to me and I'm kind of anxious to be done with this, but at the same time, and I've also said this before, it's kind of unfair to this game because it's a really good game, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying the story of Maxim, Salon, Guy, and Artia. In your comments, make sure that you tell me what you think of this game, whether you like the characters. You can, you know, rate it, rank it against the Breath of Fire games I've done. Sometimes I think, like the Breath of Fire games, I ended up having a better LP of Breath of Fire, even though the game itself wasn't necessarily as strong in some ways, and this and that. And 7th Saga was like a shitty game, and it turned into, for me, a shitty LP too. Just couldn't get into it properly. But this game, let me know what you think, but also chime in, give me your opinion. I'll get to the game. I'll get back to this game in a second, folks. But what's in the back of my mind now, and I may have made my decision before this thing even gets posted, and if so, I apologize. But it's still nice to get your thoughts. Final Fantasy X or Final Fantasy VIII? What should be the first Final Fantasy game on LP? A long time ago, I was convinced it would be Final Fantasy Tactics, but I've gone off of that idea for the time being. 8 or 10? Let me know. I'm leaning towards 10 because I want to do 8 eventually too, but if I do 8 when I get back to Conus, I'll probably have my own apartment, or, you know, at least my own room somewhere, and I can, I'll be doing all the voices for that game, because it's not voice acted. And, well, I'm not expecting to make Zell, for example, talk like Wolfman Jack. It would be nice if I could be as loud as I wanted to be. Whereas with Final Fantasy X, it'll be more like me, you know, slipping in snide comments between voice-acted lines, and that's something I can do without really disturbing people so much. But we're not playing Final Fantasy today, we're playing Lufia 2 Rise of the Sinistrals, so let's get to it. Is it true your ship can go under the sea, With that ship you can even get to bring on the legendary blaze. My grandpa always talks about, this sentence is not done, I should stop singing. Under the sea, under the sea. Oh, there you are. Maybe he should talk like Sebastian. Oh, there you are, Ariel. How the hell did Sebastian talk when he wasn't singing? He was supposed to be from, like, the islands. But, like, he had one of those Disney accents where it's actually... They work pretty hard at it in their more recent efforts. You gotta give them credit. They always make people have accents that are similar, that fit for where the character is supposed to be reflective of. But they're usually really careful not to be offensive about it, because people are willing to jump all over Disney. So what was it that you wanted to talk about? Yes, it's about Dual Blade. Do you know something about it? It's only a legend passed on in my family, so I do not know if it's true. But see, my I don't know what the hell accent I'm doing now. That's okay. I want to know everything, anything. I want to know everything, anything at all about Dual Blade. I want to know Dual Blade in the biblical sense. All right. Here, the Queen of Primarl knows where Dual Blade lies. Primarl? How the hell are we supposed to pronounce that, and how can we get there? North by northeast is a crescent-shaped island. The entrance to Primarl should be under the island, and under the sea. Primarl is the land of the mermaids, you see? The land of mermaids. Yes, inside Primarl is a submerged shrine. I hear there is one sword in the shrine. So you're saying that is the Dual Blade? That's right. I just can't believe what you said about the land of mermaids. What did I say? I mean, well, most folks feel that way, but I have proof that Primarl exists. And my proof is under the sea. I have proof it exists, you bumbleclout. Y'all know that ain't right! This jade is proof. This jade will be your key to Primarl, man. This jade, the key to the land of mermaids. Take it with you, brah. What are you sure? Maybe I should just make him talk like Waka. I can do Waka. What are you sure? This must be very valuable to you. If the legend is true, I want you to have it, brah. You can really use it. It's no use to me anymore, yeah? Okay, I understand, and I thank you. Gets the Jade of the Mermaids. Turns around right in Artia's face. Artia and Salon continue to not talk unless the plot demands it. North by northeast is a crescent-shaped island with the entrance to Primarl under it. You go down there and you blitz, brah! And keep your hands off of Yuna. It's 20 gold pieces in that. Would you like to stay? Yes.
I said keep your hands off of Yuna! That sweet love is not for you, bruh. Or for me. I'm like her brother, and we're not like West Virginia siblings neither. You can stay away, bruh.
It's like, Walker, you're a really good guy, but don't tell me not to hit that. That's my Titus impression, folks. Anyway, he told us north by northeast, and, well, sure enough. Pretty good directions, buddy.
Are you humans? And if you are, then how did you get here? Get the fuck out! We don't want your kind here! Get out of here, now!
So it's like... It seems like every RPG has an underwater mermaid city. And when I say every RPG, I mean like 3 I can think of off the top of my head. This has it, Soul Blazer had something like this, and of course Final Fantasy had like an underwater kind of area with treasure chests that seemed like it was... I can't remember if it was actually inhabited by people you could talk to, or if it was just a section of the sea shrine that Kraken was boss up that was kind of town-shaped. Either way, let's get back to the game.
Peace be with you, bruh. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? And now I know. Welcome to the island of Besaid, bruh. Have you ever noticed that Haile Selassie is God? What can I do for you?
Yeah, I don't need you to do anything for us, but thanks for the thought. You know what? I read a fact that said I need to uncurse the Dark Mirror. And while I can't tell what the hell's going on as long as she's got the egg ring equipped, I am curious now about whether we should be doing that, so let's see. With the Dark Mirror, he's got defensive 554, which is like still the weakest of anybody. But let's get it uncursed. And it was 554, but now it's 489, so that like decreases it. Protects users from darkness attacks for a certain period. Now that's probably why they told me to lift the curse, because some of the Sinistrals have like dark element attacks, but I waste a lot of IP on stuff that isn't offense usually. I wonder if you can use any of our stuff. Tell me if you find anything, man. You can find the Zerko stuff, which would be pretty good if I didn't. Zerko stuff would probably be like the top of the line if I didn't already have a bunch of ancient cave stuff. But I do have a bunch of ancient cave stuff. However, I could get Holy Shield. What does the Mirak Plate do? It restores MP. You know what? I'll sacrifice 10 armor points for the ability to give everybody their MP back, or somebody their MP back if I need to.
I've never seen humans before. Your structures aren't really perfect for swimming, I'd say.
No, they're not. Your structures aren't perfect for not being a fucking fish.
Do 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 do. Pleasant music that really should make me drop fewer F-bombs. I wanna be part of your world.
Well, then shut up about how we can't swim, you bitch.
Maybe uncomfortable for humans still. It's 20 gold pieces a night. You wish to stay over?
Yeah, you know what? I desperately want to sleep in a bed that's completely soaking wet. You know who stayed in this bed before us? Bo. Hey, I'm a tough adventurer. I'm ready to fight demons to save the world, but I still wet the bed, baby. Human visitors. The world must be collapsing after all. There are a lot of strange things happening under the sea. What's going to happen?
Under the sea. Everything's bad is going to happen down where it's weather. You and me and stuff.
You humans eat fish, right? How barbaric. We only smoke weed.
Of course us mermaids long for humans and went to Earth a long time ago.
Oh, one of us mermaids long for humans.
Oh my turn.
She didn't just long for humans in general. I mean, that would just make her a freaking whore. And like a bestiality whore, it's like for her. She's like wants to have sex with any male of this other species she can. She's like Catherine the Great, only and she's a mermaid.
We live longer than humans, so if he had become human, he'd be an old man by now.
They're not talking about the traditional Little Mermaid Hans Christian Andersen story where it's like a chick who has a thing for some princely dude. They're talking about the old man in the village, the one who knows about the mermaids, because he was a mermaid, but he wanted to get freaky with some human ladies. You humans, get the F out. And by F, I mean flounder.
Didn't you see a mermaid girl when you got here, y'all? I wonder where she went, bro.
And I also thought it was nice in Final Fantasy X, as long as I'm talking about that game while trying to LP this one, that they did... Lulu, if you really pay attention, does have a little bit of a sort of generic island... They have this sort of made-up island accent for Besaid. And Lulu has a little trace of it. It's just nowhere near as strong as Wakka's. They never explain why Yuna doesn't have that accent. She's not from there originally, but she's lived there since she was a little girl, other than the fact that they're, you know, trying to make her a perfect J-pop chick. But Wakka's the one who pretty much just needs to have like a big old friggin' bowl of ganja out at all times.
We can't find Princess Piara. She likes to swim in the open sea. She likes to swim in the sea, swim in the seas. Our queen will talk to you just as she would to others. Through a series of movements and odor. Our queen is a bee.
Sorry, totally fouled up that joke, but what I was going for was that bees communicate through motions and odor. And then Mike Nelson in his bee costume says all just bees in motion.
I am Marla, Queen of Prowermal, Ma. I never expected human visitors. How do you manage to open the door of the submarine cave? Tell me so that after we kill you, we can prevent others from using the same method.
The Elder in Shade gave us this ball. Yeah, actually, I have 2 balls. Look at them. My pants are so tight, and my balls are so big, I've got to keep adjusting my pants. Maxon then proceeds to do this, like, Conan dancing around dance, and pulling up on his shorts because his balls are so huge. He looks like a complete ass, and they are thrown out of the village and banished forever. Well, maybe that didn't happen.
From the Elder in Shade? So how is he doing these days?
He says he misses your fishly lovin'. I mean, huh? Well, he's living with his granddaughter and seems very happy.
Is that so? Good.
Do you know the sword called Dual Blade?
Mitsuhite. What do you desire? I mean, Dual Blade, I see. Now I understand why I sense some form of energy ever since you arrived, brah. Are you the ones who are fighting the 4 Sinistrals?
Can you tell?
We have an ability that you do not possess. The ability to know that this entire game is about 4 people fighting the Sinistrals, and that for the first time in 1,000 years, 4 people show up in our frickin' Mermaid City. Dumbass. Anyway, it was about Dual Blade, was it not, man? I know of a legendary signing sword in the submarine shrine. This may be a Dual Blade.
Where can I find this shrine?
You must seek Haile Selassie. North of here lie 3 small islands in a circle. The shrine's entrance is at the circle's center. But nobody knows who made that shrine, or when or why, or where the hell my accent's supposed to be from. Nothing is known about it.
Only Bobo's really gonna get the reference, but...
He's about 6 foot tall. He got curly blonde hair. He got big muscles, and he likes to wear bands around his muscles. But nobody ever seen him before. Nobody knows what he looks like.
Sorry. It's this movie. Watched. Awful movie. Blaxploitation flick. Featured more or less that entire dialogue sequence I just gave you, except delivered in all seriousness by one of the characters, describing this criminal that they're looking for. They give this detailed description, and then say,
"But that's all we know. Nobody never seen him before." You are still going, are you not, Bumbleclade?
Yes.
I see.
You mean to see the secret around the cave connected to the shrine has changed?
The current?
The current, give me the current! And then Boris electrocutes him. It's one of the Mr. Know-It-All things that really didn't get set up that carefully. Yes, there's been some sign that it would happen, but it suddenly changed today.
So what is it like, Mom?
The current is extremely fast, brah. Once you are in, it's impossible to come back.
I see. Well, this will stop anyone from getting close to that cave, man.
This is not confirmed, but I love you.
What is it?
Well, Princess Paria seems to be missing. She loves to swim around that cave, so we are wondering if...
Piara!
Dun dun dun! I will put together a team immediately and send it to the cave. To be killed along with Princess Piara. Hey, you don't think Maxim and friends are going to volunteer, do you?
No, I cannot allow that. If the current has changed, it's too dangerous to get close.
But...
Oh, so I hear the ghost ship appears there. Listen carefully and never go to
I knew it. I knew it. The ghost ship is like the boss that we have to fight now. It's like the biggest joke in this game. Even if you're not as overpowered as we are now. Ugh. I understand, Your Majesty. Who is Piara?
My daughter, pardon me, but I have something to do. I must excuse myself. Excuse me.
Are you thinking about going to that cave? You're the freaking queen. Why aren't you sending your soldiers? I mean, what the hell? Seriously.
No, that would be suicide now. Besides, we don't know if my daughter went to the cave. My daughter will come back soon. Please excuse me now, eh? I know she's going to the cave. I just know it because I'm also an insane chick.
But she says she's not going.
There's no mother in the world who wouldn't worry about her own child. I would never allow Lady X to come to harm.
The change current concerns me more, because I don't care about these mermaids at all. Something may have begun moving under the sea. Under the sea. Under the sea. Something may have begun moving down where it's wetter. For you and for me.
You're right. And it's a good thing you can't remember the rest of the words of that song. We'll be hearing it all the freaking time.
And with that, we can finally end the video, because now I'm obsessed with getting to the scenario item screen before we do so. When we come back, folks, will I have searched up the lyrics to that Under the Sea song? You better hope not. Anyway, folks, we'll be back, so thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.